I am Mithilesh Dubey, your chemistry teacher, and we start a new unit, surface chemistry, unit number 5 from class 12. While we start surface chemistry, two terms are mainly concerned. First one is surface and second term is bulk. First we understand what is surface. Surface means the boundary that separate two bulk phases. It means any two bulks. Bulk, what is meant by bulk? Bulk means big mass. So the boundary that separate two bulk phases is called surface. In normal manner, we can say that surface is the upper layer of a substance, and if the two bulk phases is separated by a boundary, that boundary will call surface. Now we come, what is bulk? Bulk means whole mass or big mass. Suppose, let us consider it is a substance. Then total whole mass of the substance is known as bulk, while upper layer is known as surface. I think it clear. Again, what is the definition of surface chemistry? Surface chemistry क्या definition होगा? तो the branch of chemistry that deals with the study of phenomenon occurring at the surface of a substance is known as surface chemistry. It means any phenomenon, any process that takes place at the surface of a substance is known as surface chemistry. इसका मतलब हुआ कि केमिस्ट्री का वह शाखा जिसपे कोई भी घटनाएं घटित होती है किसी भी सबस्टांस के, किसी भी पदार्थ के सतह पे, तो ये सभी घटनाएं से जो संबंध रखते हैं, ऐसे केमिस्ट्री के ब्रांच को हम सरफेस केमिस्ट्री बोलते हैं. अब नाउ वी सरफेस केमिस्ट्री इंक्लूड मेनली थ्री टॉपिक्स. सरफेस केमिस्ट्री इंक्लूड मेनली थ्री टॉपिक्स, or we go through three topics. First is adsorption. And second, I discussed later, second is colloidal chemistry, and third is catalysis. First we go through adsorption. What is adsorption? Adsorption, the phenomenon of adhesing and retaining of a substance at the surface of another substance is known as adsorption. Then what is adsorption? The phenomenon of adhesing. Adhesing means attraction or connection, and retaining remains on the presence of surface of a substance at the surface of another substance. जैसे कोई भी पदार्थ किसी भी सतह पर अट्रैक्ट हुआ, आया और वहीं रह गया, ये जो संपूर्ण प्रक्रिया है इसको हम एडजॉर्प्शन कहेंगे. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल in hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. So in hydrogenation, hydrogen gas adsorbed at surface of transition metals such as Ni, Pt, Pd, etc. That is, in case of hydrogenation hydrogen gas is not absorbed. It is not absorbed. It is adsorbed. Hydrogen gas is adsorbed at the surface of transition metals such as nickel, platinum, Pd. So this phenomenon is termed as adsorption. While we go through adsorption, two topics or two terms are used. First is adsorbate. Adsorbate. Adsorbate means what? Adsorbate, here hydrogen gas is adsorbed, therefore hydrogen gas is known as adsorbate. Substance that gets adsorbed at given surface is termed as adsorbate. सबस्टांस जिस भी पदार्थ का एडजॉर्प्शन होता है किसी के सतह पर उसी को हम एडजॉर्बेट कहते हैं. सेकेंड टर्म इज एडजॉर्बेंट. एडजॉर्बेंट, व्हाट इज एडजॉर्बेंट? तो सबस्टांस विच सरफेस इन्वॉल्व, सबस्टांस विच surface involved in adsorption is called adsorbent. If we consider this example, for example of hydrogenation, so hydrogen gas is adsorbate. Hydrogen gas is adsorbate, but the substance with surface involved. So here the surface involved of transition metals, therefore transition metals are called adsorbent. Let us take another example of adsorption and we clear the examples of adsorbate and adsorbent also. Second, silica gel. Silica gel adsorb. These are examples of adsorption. Example of adsorption. Silica gel adsorb moisture. Moisture means nami, water. Presence of water molecule in environment is known as moisture. So silica gel, here silica gel is adsorbate. Here silica gel is adsorbent, not adsorbent. Adsorbent is moisture. Moisture is adsorbent. Because moisture is adsorbed and the surface of silica gel involved, therefore silica gel is adsorbent while moisture is adsorbent. Second, animal charcoal. Or we can say bone charcoal adsorb color impurities from solution. If a solution contain color impurities and if we add animal or bone charcoal adsorb color impurities and give clear solution. So here animal charcoal or bone charcoal, animal charcoal or bone charcoal acts as adsorbent because surface involved. तो एनिमल चारकोल और बोन चारकोल adsorbent है, while color impurities which is present in solution is adsorbate. So we see the clear difference between adsorbent and adsorbent. Adsorbent is the substance which adsorbs and adsorbent is the substance which surface involved in adsorption. Let us take another example. For example, coconut charcoal, very famous example. Coconut charcoal absorb noble gases. As we noble gases belongs to group number 18, or group number 18 are known as noble gas or inert gas. So noble gas. So this coconut charcoal is also used in separation of noble gas. Here coconut charcoal act as adsorbate, while noble gas act as adsorbent, because noble gas adsorbent, coconut charcoal is adsorbent and noble gas act as adsorbent, because surface connected with coconut charcoal and noble gas is adsorbed on coconut charcoal. Therefore noble gas act as adsorbent and coconut charcoal act as adsorbent. Then we go through some other topics such as desorption. What do you mean by desorption? In simple manner, desorption is just reverse process of adsorption. Desorption is reverse of adsorption. In simple manner, while we define desorption, we can write the process of removal of adsorbate from surface of adsorbent is known as desorption. Therefore it is just reverse of adsorption. In adsorption, adsorbent attach at surface of adsorbent, while in desorption adsorbent remove from surface of adsorbent. Therefore it is just reverse process of adsorption. Let us take an example in which adsorption and desorption both are present. Let us consider a gas adsorbed on solid. This adsorption may be physically contact or may be chemically contact. We discuss later, but at this time gas adsorbed on solid. Then this process is known as adsorption. Here gas unite with solid. But if gas and solid are separate, if gas removed from the solid, then become gas and solid, then this process is known as desorption. Therefore, we can say desorption is just reverse process of adsorption. Again, we come through another topics, and it is just similar to adsorption. It is absorption. There is a difference in the spelling. Absorption include D, while adsorption include D. So what is absorption? Absorption is purely bulk phenomenon. The process of uniform distribution. Uniform. What is meant of uniform? Total. Uniform means with the same rate. सभी जगह एक समान होंगे. The process of uniform distribution of a substance throughout the bulk of another substance is termed as absorption. So what is absorption? Uniform distribution. A substance uniformly distribute into another substance throughout the bulk within whole mass. For example, if we add cotton in water, water absorb or accumulate or distribute within whole mass of cotton. This phenomenon is known as absorption. So in absorption there is uniform distribution, but in case of adsorption, as we discussed earlier, adsorption not include uniform distribution. Adsorption only limited to surface, but in case of absorption it is a bulk phenomenon. It is a bulk phenomenon. Now we come through difference. What is the difference between adsorption and absorption? So there are many differences between absorption and adsorption. Differences between adsorption and adsorption. So one side adsorption and another side absorption. Then we discuss what are the differences. So adsorption, by the definition, adsorption, if we definition may become difference if we write only definition. So first, the process, or we can write it is a surface phenomenon. It is a surface phenomenon. Adsorption is a simple surface phenomenon. It does not include bulk. It is only limited to surface of a substance. But in case of absorption, it is a bulk phenomenon. It is a bulk phenomenon. It is not limited to surface. It is unlimited with the whole mass of body. Now take another example. The concentration. Concentration means amount. The concentration of a substance. The concentration of a substance is more. In general case, as we discussed, general case of adsorption, the concentration of a substance is more at the surface. At the surface than in the bulk of substance. Bulk of substance. It means if we study adsorption in general manner with no exceptional case, then the concentration of a substance is more at the surface than in the bulk of substance. We discussed earlier what is the surface and what is the bulk. Surface is only the upper limit, upper layer of a substance, while in the case of bulk, it is the whole substance. Now, in case of absorption, in absorption, the concentration is uniform. Concentration of a substance is uniform throughout the bulk of another substance. So these are written in the definition also. In case of absorption, if we consider absorption, the concentration of a substance is uniform. What is uniform? Uniform means at the same level. Everywhere same is termed as uniform. Throughout, where it is same? Throughout the bulk of another substance. Now third difference, third and the last difference. The rate of adsorption the rate of adsorption decreases with time. Means this sentence means that the rate of adsorption decreases as time passes. As the time passes, the rate becomes slow and lastly diminished. But in the case of absorption, the rate of absorption is uniform throughout the process. The rate of absorption not vary with the time. The rate of absorption is uniform or same throughout the process. That in this sentence clear that the absorption rate is same during initial period and during this last period. Therefore, the rate of absorption is uniform throughout the process. So these are the mainly differences between adsorption and absorption. In case of adsorption, it is a surface phenomenon, but in case of absorption, it is totally bulk phenomenon within whole mass. In case of adsorption, the concentration of a substance is more at the surface than in the bulk of substance. In absorption, the concentration is same or uniform throughout the bulk. And the third difference, the rate of adsorption decreases with time. As the time lapses, the rate decreases. The rate of absorption is uniform throughout the process. Now we come to the another topic. Sorption. Very small topic. Sorption. What is sorption? In simple manner, sorption is the combined process of adsorption and absorption which takes place at the same time. Yani the phenomenon of adsorption, or we can write the phenomenon in which adsorption and absorption takes place at the same time, or we can use the word, but heavy word, simultaneously, is known as sorption. So by this definition it is clear that sorption include both processes at the same time. Adsorption, that is surface, absorption, that is bulk. Let us take example. Ink on cotton fabrics. Simple cotton cloth. If we drop ink on the cotton cloth, let us consider. Suppose this is cotton fabric. If we add ink, ink is deposited at the surface of cotton. When the deposited at the surface of cotton, this process is adsorption. But this ink also absorbed by this cotton fabric, and this process is known as absorption. Look at this finger. So both takes place at the same time. Therefore, this process is known as sorption. While we proceed through the topic adsorption, because in this chapter we mainly discuss adsorption, nothing else. So while we discuss adsorption, the two names positive adsorption. Or before positive adsorption, we must discuss mechanism of adsorption. Mechanism of adsorption. Mechanism of adsorption. This topic describes why adsorption takes place. This topic describes why adsorption takes place, or what are the factors responsible for adsorption. So mechanism of adsorption, in this case, in the bulk of a substance, atoms are surrounded by identical atoms, and hence their mutual forces are balanced, or we can say net force is zero. So if we consider bulk of a substance, one atom is surrounded by identical atoms. For example, let us consider a substance present in the bulk. Then this, let us take a substance and consider in the bulk. So let us take one atom. This atom is surrounded by identical atoms, and hence their mutual forces on this atom is cancelled. Therefore, not arise any attraction power. But while we study surface phenomenon and consider surface of substance, then one atom is not surrounded by identical atom. It may be covered by internally, but no externally. Therefore, for this atom, unbalanced force generate. But in the case of bulk, atom is surrounded by identical atom, therefore balanced force is developed. But in case of surface, an unbalanced force is developed. In case of surface, atom is not surrounded by identical atoms. And hence an unbalanced force, or we can say residual force, developed. This force is responsible for adsorption. So for adsorption, the responsible is mainly adsorbent. Which is mainly responsible? The responsible is adsorbent, not adsorbent. Substance which gets adsorbed is not responsible for adsorption, but the substance which surface involved in adsorption is mainly responsible for adsorption. तो अगर कोई भी सबस्टांस, कोई भी पदार्थ को देखते हैं, अगर उसके अंदर वाले पार्ट में देखते हैं, बल्क में देखते हैं, विद इन होल मास देखते हैं, तो एक एटम जो है अपने ही जैसे एटम से घिरा हुआ रहता है. इसलिए किसी भी लिए गए एक एटम पर लगने वाला बल आपस में कैंसिल हो जाता है. इसलिए बैलेंस फोर्स होता है, या कहेंगे कि नेट फोर्स जीरो होता है. बट वेन वी कंसिडर द सरफेस, लेकिन अगर हम सरफेस को मानते हैं तो एटम जो है वह अपने जैसे एटम से घिरा हुआ नहीं रहता है. मान लो यहाँ नीचे घिरा हुआ हो लेकिन ऊपर में घिरा हुआ नहीं रहता है. इसलिए एक अनबैलेंस फोर्स नीचे की तरफ या अनबैलेंस फोर्स का जन्म होता है. उसको हम फिजिक्स में अनबैलेंस फोर्स को रेसिड्यूअल फोर्स भी बोलते हैं. और ये जो अनबैलेंस फोर्स है अपने आप को बैलेंस करने के लिए बाहर में जितने भी एटम मॉलिक्यूल है उनको अपने तरफ अट्रैक्ट करता है और अपने ऊपर में एडजॉर्ब कराता है। यही है मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एडजॉर्प्शन।